coaching this generation's real estate superstars. Harris Real Estate University.
That's a great aha. You maybe have 3 or 4 that you're not even focusing on. Anybody else? Tammy?
Linda, I do want to make a comment. I heard it before, several years before, and I was just like, no way that I can do this. Then it started working on you, but I hear something really interesting that I heard it from someone else, that Jack Canfield actually shared this. He say that, he talked to Tony Robbins and he say, Tony, we both doing the same thing. How come you make a lot more money and I don't? And Tony mentioned, he said, well, who do you hang around with?
Ooh.
And he said, I'll hang around with this and this and this. I said, how much did they worth? He said, oh, about $20 million. He said, well, that's how much you worth. He said, I don't hang around those people.
Great point.
So what brought me to this point is, Tim and Julie, the reason I'm here, because I want to hang around them.
Right.
No, I really do. I really want to hang around them because they're innovative and they actually kind of teach me a couple of different, just because I do a lot of business, it doesn't mean that I'm in here. I am looking at another sort of stream or maybe another passion, another thing that I can do.
Yeah.
That's why I hang around these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this because what you hear today, and I think I've been this before, like, God, Lord, that's Linda. $2 million bucks, no way. I can't even do that selling real estate in a year, and I work 80 hours a week. But don't think that way. Think it because the first thing we got, the first piece of information that changed the paradigm, you hear about the information.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
are giving the information today. Digest it whatever way you can. Take as much in as you can. And just keep hanging around with what you got here today. We'll see you off at the top.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. I don't think we close with anything better.
Great. So anyone have any other comments? I'm sort of curious. As you know, we talked a lot with Linda, and she's so such a sweetie to come and do this with us. And one of the things that I was really curious about would be how some of you reacted to hearing what she has to say. I know, Mark, you've heard her talk before. I don't know. So now that you guys have been exposed to someone who's literally on the other end of the rainbow, right? I mean, a lot of us are talking about where we are in our real estate practice, but here's Linda. Not only has she done the team, not only has she built the team, she's made the team into a profit center. Now she's off doing other things. I'm curious what it is that you guys specifically pulled out of this, because there's so much information. The fire hose is definitely.
And we know you guys pretty well. We know when you get quiet, it's because the gears are turning and you're going, aha, aha. Oh, and what about that? Oh my gosh, and I hadn't thought about that. So we're curious what's going on in your heads right now.
AJ, what did you learn?
I just want to know how long you're going to take. I just want to have to make
She
sure
wants
it's
yesterday.
You know what it takes is, it depends on how long it takes you to mentally, I think the hardest part is mentally making the decision. Once you make the decision, I believe the answers are there and the people will show up in your lives to give you the answers. I just believe that. But you mentally have to say, okay, I see now why I need to do this and how important it is. And if I continue to say yes just to selling real estate, that I'm really saying no to all these other things. I think once that gets there, then most of the battle's already there. We did ours in about 7 years or less. And I'm pretty slow. I'm going to be honest with you. I am pretty slow. It takes me a while to get my arm around things, but I'm tenacious. So when I do get my arms around it, I have to tell you, I'm a high driver. So I didn't like the thought of having to succeed through people because they're just way too slow and everything for me. And that was probably the hardest part, but when I continually went back and really started to change the whole way I thought about people and how to succeed through people and see the relationship different and see that I didn't have to do it with 40 million people, I have to do it with 5 or 7, and 5 or 7 people that I'm talking about I love to hang out with. I mean, these people are so cool because they're such drivers, they're like people in this room. And so once I kind of got through some of the limiting beliefs I had about doing it through people, then I just got busy and went out there and skinned my knees and failed my way forward. And so it depends on how, some people are a lot quicker. It took us about, I'm honestly say about 7 years before we created them all in 7. It's taken some of them a little bit longer for the numbers to get up there, but about 7 for us. So you could probably do it in a much shorter period of time.